Welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to do a quick little video on keeping Siamese algae eaters in the tank. I guess you could call it a community tank. In this one I got discus fish. Just to go over a few points with keeping these things and kind of what to expect. So I did have a little bit of an issue with black hair algae in this tank. It is a 125 that I've been keeping probably about coming up on pretty much a year. I noticed that like on my plants and rocks and kind of some of the driftwood, getting a lot of detritus and then kind of forming into like a darker algae color and kind of growing into that black hair algae that to me was not really aesthetically pleasing. So one of the remedies I would say would be getting these guys that that is something that they do eat. It's not something that they exclusively eat. They will eat fish food in the tank, and in fact they'll sort of prefer that over any type of algae that's going to be in the tank. They're not going to sort of eat any of the greener algae that's going to be like on your walls, and they're not going to really eat like that brown algae that's sort of on your plants and kind of other surfaces of the aquarium. But they do kind of sift around within the tank, stirring up whatever substrate you have, kind of constantly sifting it and moving some things around. So I will caution you, they are not like a small fish. They might look small in the tank, but these are probably about 4 inches right now, so they'll get like 4 to 6 inches. I'm feeding discus fish the beef heart in the tank, so they chow down on that, which means they're going to blow up. They are kind of growing out a lot faster. They're a schooling fish that will, they won't completely dominate the tank. They're sort of submissive to larger fish, and they will kind of intermingle with I guess you could say your main primary fish that you might have in your tank. If you're buying these guys just to attack like black hair algae and some other type of algae that might be forming within your tank, I would recommend not getting them. They are a schooling fish. You're probably going to need at least 4 or 5 of them, if not more, because they're definitely going to be happier in a group. But if you got a larger tank, Siamese algae eaters are the way to go. They kind of look, don't be confused with the flying fox. The flying fox is a little bit more of an aggressive type algae eater, and they get a little bit bigger than these guys. They're not as, I guess, friendly as these guys within a community tank. So I would be cautious of those that look exactly the same beyond the striping pattern, which would be difficult to kind of determine unless you know what you're looking for. So when I bought these guys, they were a school of 5. I didn't want to buy any less than that. I was sort of borderlining buying a little bit more than that. But again, with their size, they will get a little bit bigger than you think they will. But so far, they have been really awesome in this tank. I have no regrets. They add like a layer to the tank. They'll kind of take up, obviously the bottom for the most part, and mid-level. They're not like going to swim up to the top of the tank with the rest of your fish. So they kind of give some interest in the tank, some activity, and overall within a discus aquarium, which a lot of people, I haven't seen too many videos with people keeping these things in discus tanks, but so far they've coexisted with my fish that I have in here, and overall very happy with them so far. So just want to give that quick update on keeping Siamese algae eaters within a community tank, and specifically a discus tank. So thanks for watching.